I bought a 2004 BMW 330 convertible with the M Sport package, 107,000 miles. It's a Mulia red with a black interior. We will talk about what is an M Sport package in the 330 lineup. We talk about the pros and cons. I refresh the interior. We'll take it to the shop, get an oil change so you can see what it looks like underneath. And I'll talk about my overall impressions. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike the Baldadonis, and I buy and sell cars as a hobby, and I'll bring you guys along with me, showing the pros and cons of each vehicle I buy. I do travel videos throughout New England, and I talk about my life experiences. All right, guys, before we get started, we got some things we got to talk about, okay? So, first thing is, I sold my 2017 Jeep Wrangler Big Bear Edition to a young man named Milo. Him and his dad came up with their sister, or my little sister, and they took it for a ride, spent some time with me, ended up buying it 2 days before New Year's. So guys, thank you very much. And on that same day, my friend Steve came by, checked out my BMW, and bought that as well, my 535. Guys, thank you very much, I appreciate it. All right, so when this BMW 330 M Sport came up on Facebook, I immediately sent a message saying, I'm a BMW enthusiast, I want to look at your car, I'll be there first thing in the morning. The woman's name is Gail. She's owned it for 18 years, guys. 18 years. She bought it when it was 2 years old, and it cost, at the time, $47,000 in 2006. That's a lot of money, okay? But she only serviced it at BMW of Peabody, Massachusetts, entire life. I have all the paperwork since day one when she bought it. Great service history. Beautiful. She is a car enthusiast herself. She called the car the firecracker because it was so much fun and it was quick. And she ended up buying a brand new 2 Series convertible because she had surgery in her arm and she just didn't, feel like shifting anymore. But Gail, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so what is an M Sport in the BMW lineup in 2004? All right, so you had your base model 330. You had your Sport package, then you had your M Sport package, ZHP package, your M3 package. All right, me being a BMW enthusiast, I've been buying BMWs for 20 years. I buy all different BMWs. I'm just an enthusiast. I love them all. I did not know they had this for the 3 Series. I had a 540 M Sport package from 2003. I also had a 2012 M Sport package, 5 Series. I do buy the M's. I had an M6 this year. I had an M3 E46, E36. So I know my way around the BMWs. I just didn't know they made this package. So when I went to her house, I'm like, did somebody put that bumper on? Did you put that bumper on? She's like, no, that's how I bought it. So as I'm inspecting the car, looking at it and drooling because it's beautiful car, I'm like, I open up the door, I see the cube trim, I see the M trim on the door sill, steering wheel with the M package or the M steering wheel, the ZHP shifter. I'm like, this is a ZHP with sport rims. And then I'm looking at the tach. The tach only goes up to 7,000 RPM. The ZHP goes to 7,500 RPM. So I'm sitting there, and it took me 2 days to figure out this is an M Sport package, not a ZHP, and it's very rare. Here in America, anyways. I don't know about in Europe, if this is common, but in the United States, this is just another package, a ZHP Appearance Package on the Sport convertible. And I was just like, this is a unicorn of a car. And I'm so lucky that I got it. So when I bought the car, obviously the outside looks fantastic. The top is like brand new. It is just a gorgeous car. The interior, she is a grandmom, okay? She used it all the time, her kids, grandkids. So the interior was a little, I'm not gonna say beat up, just not as well kept as the rest of the car. So what I did was buy a bunch of new interior parts, which you're gonna see. My friend Sean's gonna help me out, so let's take a look.
Not yet.
Yeah, yeah.
At least hopefully not yet.
What's your wife do for work?
So today we did a simple patch and paint job on this 330. One thing I love about BMWs is the leather is very firm, so they're probably one of my favorite cars to work on. So as you'll see in the video, what I did initially is there was a small tear in the driver's seat that needed to be patched up. So I used some Viper products to heat and mold it and bring it back to like new condition, which Viper products are very good for BMW. And then after that, I filled in the cracks on the driver's seat and passenger seat with a leather crack filler, a gray leather crack filler. Then after that, it's as simple as just adding multiple layers of paint. Again, especially on BMWs, because the leather is very firm. You don't want to cheapen out with the layers. You want to let the layers dry and build on each other so you don't get any sort of cracking in the future. But then you just smooth it over, and there's so many different types of black. I had to, when I first started, I noticed the black was a little bit blue, so I had to add some yellow to it. So that's why I mix my colors all by eye, because there's so many different shades of black. Even from the factory, it'll look different. So this was a little bit more of a yellow undertone in the black. So my name's Tommy. My business is Mobile Repair Specialist. I service the southern New Hampshire area. I mostly do dealerships, but you'll see me around if you're on the road in southern New Hampshire. So.
New shifter, new mats, painted, end caps, cup holder, ashtray, brand new. That one, they sent me the wrong one on that one. Other than that, everything looks pretty good so far.
Okay. Got a little extra push.
So we're going to IGA to have the oil change and get my inspection sticker. So let's take a look. And if you watch my videos, I always detail my cars, so let's take a look. right, let's talk about the overall conditions before we go to the pros and cons. Being a 20-year-old car from Boston, it's in pretty good shape. It does have a little nick here and there. The wheels have a few nicks here and there as well. The interior, like you saw, I freshened that up. But overall, it's a very nice car. All right, let's do the services that Gail has done over the years. Now guys, a 20-year-old BMW, you would think it would have a lot more issues than this, but let's take a look. New idler and belts, rear springs, DISA valve, both lower control arms, oil pan, that is a doozy. That's a lot of money to do an oil pan. Alternator, expansion tank, shift shaft seal in the transmission. The amplifier, those wear out on the E46. Thermostat, O2 sensor, camshaft sensor, valve cover, crankshaft vent valve, and like everything else, brakes and tires and all that stuff. So, I mean, for 20 years old, that's pretty good. All right, let's talk about some of the pros and cons. Cons, it's an older car. So maintenance can be an issue if you bought a car that was not well kept. Simple as that. Oil leaks, valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, Vanos lines, oil filter housing, brittle vacuum lines that can cause a check engine light and vacuum problems. Plastics in your engine like windshield fluid reservoir. Radiators that have plastic inlets, they crack. Water pumps have plastic impellers, and then they replace those and upgrade them with metal. And Vanos can go as well. If the oil has not been changed often enough, you'll hear a rattle and it gets louder and louder and louder, then you'll know it's your Vanos system going. Also, your convertible top, the motor and the switches, window regulators. Also, check your AC, see if that works. Rear springs are a problem on these cars, they crack. And you also may experience electrical problems with your stereo system, your speakers, and your amplifier. Pros, beautiful car. People love these vehicles. It's like a little cult, like an E30, but people do love the E46s. So people are always looking for these vehicles. Parts are available everywhere, so there's no problems with finding parts. They drive fantastic, they look great, they handle great, and that's why I love BMWs. But it is a love-hate relationship, absolutely. All right, so while doing the editing of these clips on New Year's Eve, I sold the car. I went to a woman named Heather. So Gail went to a new home. And I think you're gonna be happy because it went to another female owner. When she took it for a test drive, she fell in love. She had a big, huge smile on her face. So I know I went to a good home. All right, so I want to thank everybody that I bought a car from this year. I bought 13 cars and I sold 13 cars. I want to also thank the people that bought the vehicles from me. So upcoming videos, I'm not sure yet. I have no cars, zero. I am looking for vehicles to start the new year. And right now, I don't have a car. So until the next video, everybody, Baldadonis out.